This is the IllumaSync software. So when you first open it, it'll say only use IllumaDIM products on the DMX chain when operating IllumaSync software. So you just click OK, and that'll get rid of that. And I'm just going to embiggen it here so you can see it a bit better. So I'm going to change this. You can change light, dark, or system. We're going to change that to light mode just so we can see it a bit better for the demonstration. Over on the left-hand side, we've got our single and group upload. That is for doing firmware updates. We're not going to do a firmware update today. It's pretty basic. The next thing, we have our settings upload and the DMX tester. Now, in order to make anything work here, the first thing you need to do is click connect. And you've got this pop-up. It says the IllumaSync is connected. So you do need a dongle from us. It is a USB to XLR5 adapter to be able to use this software. And you just click OK. And now that it's connected, you can see it's grayed out. So for our DMX tester, we're going to do our start address of 1 and the end one being 512 and the DMX value of 20. And we're going to click send. And now they're all outputting 20. You can also do quick buttons like this where blackout or all on full brightness. And then you can also just quickly grab your brightness of all the master controllers or all the master DMX channel. And if you click all on again, it'll go back to the value that you had it set to, which is the 20. So you have your DMX value here or brightness, so 0 to 100 or 0 to 255. And then below here, you can individually grab, say, for example, just DMX channel 1, which is running our red on our far right-hand side of the screen over here. That's our DMX tester, pretty self-explanatory, but useful tool. And then this is our settings upload. So the first thing you want to do to be able to operate this is you want to go into Discover Devices. Once you hit that, it'll bring up all the controllers that are on the DMX chain. So you can see our three DMX units, which is the 3 IllumaDIM 6s. Over here, where it says CL new, that is for a label. So you can assign labels to these controllers. So for say for example, I'm going to go in and just grab this one controller. I can go and click on its quick settings and go into RDM. And 1 second while I drag that window over. So if we wanted to name this one, we could name this one the center. And we are not going to change its DMX address. And we can click submit. That'll update the label. We have these handy buttons here for identify. So identify, if you click that, the readout on the LCD display will wave at you. So if you're looking at the controller, you can see which one it is. But it also flashes all 6 channels on the output. So if you're looking at the LED side of the controller, this is great for when you have the controller in a different spot than where the LED is, which is very often. And once you've identified that, we can turn identify off. So we've submitted that, and you can see there's a little save that showed up on the display. And now we can close that out. This down here, the device list won't auto refresh, so you do have to click Discover Devices because that's an RDM call. So now you can see it's labeled as center. Now, if you want to update multiple controllers at the same time, you have to select which ones you want to update. And then you can go in here and say, for example, you want to make all of them have 35 kilohertz, and you want to change the gamma curve to 1.6. Gamma curve is the dimming curve. Status LED, let's say for this demo, we're going to shut off the status LED because right now it's on. And we can do a display timeout. We'll turn that on. Dithering, we want that on. And this is a very handy feature, the profile. So these controllers have the ability to save 3 profiles of these settings, which allows you to essentially have built-in memory of your settings on these controllers. So you don't need to go and individually adjust every single setting. Sending your crew out there to be, manually adjusting all the buttons one at a time. You can tell them, okay, just go load profile 1. It'll recall all of those same settings with the frequency, gamma curve, status LED, etc., all at the same time. So this makes commissioning a new show or doing changes much faster. Now, we're just going to update the temporary profile because right now these controllers are operating off of the temporary. Once you hit update, it'll ask you if you want to update the temporary profile and you say yes. Now you'll see all three controllers, starting from the farthest one in the DMX chain to the closest one, go into their update mode. You can see a little gear icon there, updating success, and then they will turn back on in a second. And you can see now the status LED is not operational. The LCD display will have a timeout. And then just to have them operational again, you just have to send a DMX signal and it's back to receiving DMX. Now, last but not least, I'm going to show the short circuit feature of these controllers, which is a really awesome, cool new feature that we've taken some time to develop. Okay, yeah, so you can see now the displays have shut off because that's what we've set it to. So if you, to demonstrate this, I'm just going to short out the terminals of two of our strips, or one of our strips there, and that's the short. And you can see on the display that it says overcurrent on channel number 3. So this is great for helping you troubleshoot which channel has the issue on it, so that it allows you to go in and say, okay, channel 3, well, that's my blue channel. There's an issue with the solder somewhere or a cable somewhere affecting the blue channel. Now to reset this, once you've fixed your short circuit issue, you just have to hold the enter button and that will reset it, and send it some DMX again, and you're back up and running, and you can see we're fully operational with our dimming. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video.